Ever wonder what secrets a family can keep locked away? For half a century, one room in this house remained untouched, a silent testament to a forgotten past. What lay behind its door was a story waiting to be told, a heavy secret passed down through generations. When Arthur inherited his estranged grandfather's sprawling old house, it came with a single, cryptic instruction. The study on the second floor was never to be opened. This wasn't just a request. It was an ironclad rule that had been observed for 50 years. The key, tarnished with age, was a constant temptation, a silent invitation to defy the one command his grandfather had left him. For weeks, Arthur walked past the imposing wooden door, his curiosity warring with his respect for the old man's wishes. He could feel the weight of the years pressing against the other side, a palpable presence that filled the dusty hallway. The mystery was too great to ignore. One evening, driven by an irresistible urge to understand the man he barely knew, Arthur retrieved the old key. With a trembling hand, he slid it into the rusty lock. The click echoed through the silent house as he pushed the heavy door inward, revealing a space that had been sealed off from the world for decades. The air that greeted him was thick and stale, heavy with the scent of dust and time. But this was no study. There were no towering bookshelves, no grand desk, no scent of old leather and pipe tobacco. Instead, Arthur found himself standing in a child's bedroom, a time capsule from a bygone era. Everything was perfectly preserved beneath a thick blanket of gray dust. A small bed with a faded quilt, a collection of vintage toys arranged on a shelf, and a child-sized desk standing by the window. It was a scene frozen in time, beautiful and deeply unsettling. A profound sense of sorrow hung in the air, a quiet grief that had seeped into the very walls of the room. On the small desk, a leather-bound diary lay open, its pages yellowed with age. As Arthur began to read the delicate looping script, the story of his grandfather's hidden pain finally came to light. The diary belonged to his great-aunt, a little girl named Eleanor, who had died in a tragic accident right outside this very window. Overwhelmed by grief, his grandfather, then just a boy himself, had locked the door to his sister's room and never returned. The room wasn't just a room, it was a memorial. It was a sanctuary of grief, a physical manifestation of a brother's undying love and unbearable loss. By locking the door, his grandfather had tried to lock away his pain, preserving the memory of his sister just as she was, forever young, forever safe in her little room. It was a secret he had carried alone for his entire life. With a newfound understanding and a heart heavy with empathy, Arthur gently closed the door, a silent promise to protect the sacred space. He now understood that some doors are closed, not to hide a dark secret, but to protect a fragile one. The house, bathed in the soft light of the setting sun, no longer felt eerie or mysterious, but filled with a quiet, profound peace. And in that moment, Arthur finally felt connected to the grandfather he had never truly known.